It's hard to believe we actually have to have this conversation, but Congresswoman Ilhan Omar said Israel has, quote, hypnotized the world. Congresswoman Omar said she laughs when anybody says Israel's a democracy since Israel is the Jewish state. Congresswoman Omar says any politician who's pro-Israel must have been paid off by the Jewish lobby. Congresswoman Omar said American politicians who are pro-Israel have a dual allegiance. Congresswoman Omar also supports BDS, the Boycott, Divest, Sanction Israel movement. Stop pretending these comments from Congresswoman Omar are, quote, valid criticism of Israel. It's anti-Semitism, period. Now, some people claim Omar never accused Jews of hypnotizing the world. Yes, she did. Here's the proof. This is from a New York Times piece confirming Omar's tweet. This is her tweet. Her tweet reads, Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them see the evil doings of Israel. Hashtag Gaza, hashtag Palestine, hashtag Israel. Some people also say Omar never said Israel wasn't a democracy because it's a Jewish state. Yes, she did. Listen to Omar say it herself. She says she laughs when Israel is called a democracy because they're a Jewish state. Listen.
When I see Israel institute law that recognizes it as a Jewish state and does not recognize the other religions that are living in it, and we still uphold it as a democracy in the Middle East, I almost chuckle.
This should go without saying, but apparently Democrats need a reminder. It is anti-Semitic to suggest the only reason a politician could support Israel is if they're bought off, as if there aren't other valid reasons to support Israel, like, say, Israel being the only democracy in the Middle East and our friend and ally in trying to stop Iran from getting nuclear weapons. It's also anti-Semitic to accuse pro-Israel folks of having a dual loyalty, because nobody accuses Americans who support Britain or Canada or any other ally except Israel of having dual loyalty. That accusation is only levied at the Jewish state. And yes, the BDS movement is anti-Semitic because BDS refuses to recognize Israel's inherent right to exist. Instead, they want to target the Jewish state and squeeze her out of existence because she dares to defend herself. These types of bigoted comments are not valid criticism of Israel. Valid criticism sounds something like this. I think Israel's policy on abortion is too liberal. See? That's valid criticism based on policy versus Ilhan Omar's anti-Semitism based on bigotry against Jews. It shouldn't be that hard to condemn this virulent anti-Semitism, but Speaker Nancy Pelosi refuses to condemn Omar. Pelosi says Omar is not anti-Semitic. In fact, she just didn't understand the weight of her words, Pelosi says. Listen.
I don't think that that the Congresswoman is perhaps appreciate the full weight of how it's heard by other people, although I don't believe it was intended in any anti-Semitic way.
Well, isn't that misogynistic and insulting for Pelosi to claim Ilhan Omar is either too foreign or too dumb, apparently, to understand the meaning of her own words? What, we have to choose between bigot and idiot? Again, how hard is it to say, yep, Ilhan Omar's comments were gross and anti-Semitic, and I condemn that kind of hate? Apparently too hard for the Democrats. Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and now Tulsi Gabbard, too, from the 2020 Democratic presidential contenders, refused to say Ilhan Omar's comments were anti-Semitic. Cory Booker, too, refused to answer the question on camera. And that's my final point.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.